Springfield Little Theater, new show there. This is going to be great. This is Rick Dines, he's the director, and Aaron Scheibe, one of the actors in the show. We'll tell you about that a little bit. The show is Come From Away. Tell people what this show is about.
Come From Away, really at its core, is a show about neighbors who step up and take care of others in a time of need. Really, that's what the show is at its core.
That's its heart.
Yeah.
But its structure is about another event that
Correct.
everybody knows about.
Correct. The show takes place after the events of 9/11, when 38 planes that could not enter American airspace were grounded in Newfoundland, specifically in the town of Gander at this international airport. And the airport in its heyday in the 60s and 70s was where all the planes coming from Europe to North America and back refueled. So it was a huge airport. But
Gander was Air Force Base too, wasn't it?
Correct. It was built in World War II as an Air Force base. Then it became this commercial hub. But after the 747s came out and they didn't have to stop to refuel, there's an airport bigger than JFK sitting there that now services about what our airport services. And so it was a great place to divert planes because they had huge runways and the space to accommodate, but a town of 9,000 people received 38 planes and 7,000 passengers for 5 days.
Double the population.
Double the population.
Like that.
Yeah, for 5 days.
Tell us about your role in the show.
So I play several roles, but my primary role is Captain Beverly Bass.
Okay.
So she was the first female captain in American Airlines history.
Oh.
She's an incredible woman. We were just talking about how she still flies today. She's 73 years old, and she's still flying. It was her greatest passion from childhood. And so she happened to be one of the captains, one of the pilots that was flying on that day. And she kind of is representative of all of the different pilots and airline people that were there in Gander that day.
That's just amazing. What are I don't want you to give away stuff, but what are some of the difficulties with having your population doubled in the matter of minutes?
Well, it's housing everyone, it's feeding everyone, and really the entire community came out, dropped what they were doing because they had to open up, any public space. Schools were canceled, everything, churches, they opened up everything to become shelters. Everybody started cooking to try to feed people. And then just trying to get supplies. I mean, people were pulling clothes out of their own closets and taking them down for people to wear. I mean, it just was such a communal outpouring.
Great story.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's 9/11, but it's not as much about the gloom and doom. It's about just the outpouring of neighborliness that this community showed to the world.
It's a different way of stepping up and helping.
Yeah. So, the writers of the show actually don't call it a 9/11 musical. They call it a 9/12 musical because it's really about how everyone responded.
I could see that.
Yeah.
The musical part of it. Talk a little bit about that because we were discussing a little bit. They're using an instrument that I used to play when I was like 8 years old. And I mean the instrument I played, an accordion, and that's only like I mean, tell us a little bit about the music.
So the music is regional, and so you're going to hear some Irish notes to it, you're going to hear some folk tones to it. It starts and it doesn't stop the entire way through. The musical is an hour and 45 minutes, and there are over 340 pages in the score.
So this is like grand opera is what you're talking about.
The musicians play the entire time, because even when we aren't actively singing, there's music underscoring the whole show.
Okay. You were talking about penny whistles.
Oh, yeah.
Well, okay, penny whistles and an accordion. How did you find the people to play these things? Accordion, I know for a fact, is not exactly the instrument to play anymore.
Well, luckily the accordion part is simple enough. Our music director learned the accordion to play that.
There you go.
But no, as far as the penny whistles and the bodhrán and all these more Irish instruments that are part of the Irish influence of Newfoundland music, it was a challenge. Carla Wooten at the theater has worked very hard networking and finding area musicians who could play these instruments. So it's the little bit we've already heard of the musicians are amazing. So I cannot wait to get them all together and
this sounds like a wonderful show.
It is.
Tell me about your run, tickets, things like that.
The show opens on January 30th, runs through February 15th. Thursday, Friday, Saturday evenings at 7:30, and Sundays at 2. And you can get tickets by calling the Landers.
This is it. There it is. January 30 is opening night. Come from away.
Yeah.
This is marvelous. Thank you both for being here this
Thank you,
morning.
Tom.
I appreciate it.